Neighbors cut how much? Wait, what? Okay, so maybe you received a postcard or an email from a local realtor, and in it was your neighbor's house. You knew it was for sale, but now you know the sales price. Was it better than you were expecting? Less than you think they should have received? And what does it say about your home value? Hi, I'm Kendra Campbell Borja with eXp Luxury Realty, and today I'm breaking down the 5 things you should know about your home value and what you should know about those recently sold sales prices in your area. Let's jump in. Does size really matter? Bigger is always better, right? Well, hold on there. So many people assume that if a house is bigger than the neighbors, it should automatically get more. And while this might be the case if we were comparing similarly located parcels of land, it's not the whole story. Remember, most appraisers are going to evaluate your home size based on the living square footage. In our area, those are generally defined as connected spaces that have been finished with walls, floors, and features that are designed for interior living, and that the space is air conditioned. If you live in an older home where you or the previous owners have made additions to your home, evaluate those rooms carefully. Ask yourself, is this room finished as an interior space similar to the rest of the house? Is the space accurately reported in municipal records? Will it stand up to scrutiny as living space not only by the buyer, but a bank appraiser? So bigger does not automatically mean better. If one seller has a 3,000 square foot home, but only 2 bedrooms, it may or may not sell for as much as a smaller home with 4 bedrooms. Buyers will pay more for features. Which brings me to point number 2. The unique features. In addition to overall size, buyers and their financial institutions are going to look at things like location, the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, as well as any unique features that add or subtract value. For example, a 3-bedroom home on a quiet cul-de-sac will typically sell for more than a similar home located on a busy street. In South Florida, buyers will usually pay more for homes with pools and outdoor entertaining spaces, as it's part of that eternal summer lifestyle so many buyers want. Large closets, corner lots, curb appeal, you get the idea. Homes that have features that today's buyers value will get a better sales price, and homes that have been updated will typically sell for even more. Moving on to point number 3. Updates. Have you ever walked or driven past a particular house in the neighborhood and you've always wondered about it? Maybe the owners weren't particularly outgoing and the property seemed nice enough from the outside, but you never got a good look at the interior. Fast forward and it's now recently sold, and the next thing you know, contractors are descending on the house and ripping it down to the studs. Maybe it was one of those homes that surprised you when it sold for less than comparable homes in the neighborhood. Yep, homes with deferred maintenance will most often sell for less than a similar home that has been well maintained and updated.
In South Florida, this is particularly true of any updates that help homeowners obtain better insurance rates.
Items like a new roof, impact windows, new waste pipes, these are all big ticket items that can definitely improve the seller's bottom line. When the bones of the house are in good shape, it improves buyer confidence in the property. They won't be worried about spending time and money renovating the property later on. Moving on to point number 4. Broader buyer appeal. So you may be thinking, Kendra, I have a roomy 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a quiet street. I just replaced the roof and windows, and I have completely redone this house with finishes in a style that fits me perfectly. It's got to be worth way more than that boring white and beige home that recently sold down the block. And here's where I have to shoot straight with you. The reason why so many flippers choose neutral colors is because they know it appeals to the majority of buyers and will get more offers than a home that is styled in a way that only appeals to a few buyers. I call it the HGTV effect. For the past 20 plus years, the majority of home decor magazines and TV shows all feature pretty consistent style trends. And this media has actually shaped what home buyers expect walking into a property for sale. So depersonalizing the space and neutralizing the color palette is a must if you hope to get top dollar. Remember, most buyers make an emotional connection with a home, and only then do they run the numbers. So it's less about them visiting your home as it is preparing the space so they can envision themselves living there. It may be tough to hear, but the more you can disassociate your house as your home and think of it more as a product you are going to sell, the more you will be able to prepare the property for market and the better offers you will receive. Which leads me to my final point. The market conditions and interest rates. At the end of the day, homes are only worth what buyers are willing to pay for them. You can have the best property in the best location, but if buyers can't afford the property, they won't make an offer. Understanding the market conditions and understanding that they shift is an important step in determining your home's value. In the past 5 years, South Florida has experienced tremendous population growth, and home values have increased significantly. Now, despite lower inventory, higher interest rates are putting a damper on buyers' purchasing power, and sellers are seeing longer days on market. Just because your neighbor got a certain amount of money nearly a year ago doesn't necessarily mean they would get the same price today. A real estate agent, like me, is your best resource when thinking about selling your home. From understanding price per square foot in your neighborhood, to staging, to marketing your home's best features, I can help prepare you for the sales process, and I'll help you learn what to expect. If you're interested in knowing more, click on the link in the description or scan the QR code on the following slide. You'll learn more about what it's like to work with me, and we can set up a free home seller consultation. If you like this kind of information, share, like, and follow along for more.